So we are about 2.5, 3 weeks away from the Suns' offseason, starting to get some answers, what it's going to look like. And we know full well there's not a whole lot for the Suns to work with in terms of things that aren't bolted to the floor, right? Like we know the things they have to be able to sell, the things they have to be able to barter, to trade, to try to make their roster better. We know about veteran minimum contracts and the things they have to trade. But we're a few weeks away from finding out what kind of the plan is. How are you going to take what was a flawed roster and with very limited resources try to fix what is a very flawed roster? And we've talked a lot of times about like what their top assets are. Like what's the most you've made a joke that you're going to send me a text in June of 2031.
It's on the calendar.
On the day of the draft. I'm not sure I'm still going to be here.
Do you know the phone calendars go that far?
No, I'm sure they do.
Did you know?
I didn't,
like
but
you could I could go to 2042.
Okay.
2043, 44, 45. I'm trying to see when it ends. I could right now. I can keep going.
Time doesn't end.
I'm
Gambo.
in July of 2059.
Wow.
Right now. I'm serious.
I'm sure you are.
You just can have fun with this. You go to your 2063. How far does it go? It keeps going.
God help me if I'm still alive.
I'm in January 2100. I'm serious. I'm not even joking right now. 2100.
Like 2100?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so I could go as far as 2100.
The phone's an amazing thing, Gambo. We're not asking you to go that far. We're asking you to go to 2031. In which
2031.
You're going to text me because what we've been joking about
will the Suns have their pick?
Right. That's such a valuable asset, right? An unprotected 2031 first-round draft pick. You're going to text me on that day to see whether I'm still here and whether I think the Suns should trade it or not. It is not, though, and this was a story on Fansided today in which they attempted to rank the 6 most valuable assets the Phoenix Suns have to trade. Now, I thought this was interesting because a lot of these we've talked about, and I was kind of curious to see what the ranking was. Are you ready for a back-to-front countdown?
I'm ready.
Of the 6 most valuable assets the Phoenix Suns have to trade this offseason.
Back to front.
Back to front.
Okay.
Number 6, Nassir Little. And his $6 million, $7 million contract this year.
I would agree with that.
And Nassir Little is number 6. Number 5, Grayson Allen.
Who you can't trade until the season starts.
You can't trade till right before the season starts. October.
Is it before the season?
It's sometime in October. The season starts in October. You can trade him in October. It's 6 months.
Okay.
I believe it's 6 months from when he signed the deal. So when did Grayson Allen sign?
By the way, what day is your birthday?
March 4th.
Okay.
Why?
In January of 2200, your birthday will be on a Tuesday, March 4th. January of 2200.
I'll be so dead by 2200 that it really won't. Hopefully somebody great grandchild from now will
goes up to my iPhone goes up to 2200.
Okay, you need to
it goes even further.
You need to put your iPhone away. This is thanks.
All right,
just set it off to the side.
I know. I have
Grayson Allen signed his deal on April 16th. So I believe, if I understand the rules right, October 16th, which is about 10 days before the season starts.
Okay. So he is number 5.
So he's number 5 on the list. I'd have him a little higher, but that's me.
2022 pick?
The 2024 pick, 22nd pick in the 2024 draft, number 22 overall.
The 22nd pick.
4 on the list.
All right, I understand.
The first round pick in 2031, the one that you're going to text me about a few years from now. That's number 3.
7 years from now, will the Suns have that pick?
No, they will not.
Where will Devin Booker be?
I would bet a mortgage payment right now the Suns do not have that pick in 2031.
KD's retired, Beal's retired, and where is Book at 35 years old?
Number 2 is Kevin Durant. And number 1 is Devin Booker.
And I agree with the exact order of that.
I do.
Booker's your most valuable. But Booker and Durant aren't going anywhere.
It's a cheat.
Booker and Durant aren't going. So your number 1 asset is the 2031 pick.
It's a cheat to have Booker and Kevin Durant on. If you want to have Durant on the list, fine. I'm still at least open to the idea of, hey, if somebody calls and wows you, let's have a conversation about Kevin Durant. Let's talk about it at least. Devin Booker, just get him off the list. Okay, get him off the list. But Durant, okay, whatever. We would keep him on there. So 2031, followed by this year's first-round pick, followed by Grayson Allen, followed by Nassir Little. Me, I'm moving Grayson Allen above this year's draft pick. I think
best three-point shooter in the NBA.
I think Grayson Allen would get you is a more valuable trade asset than the 22nd pick in a crappy draft.
I totally agree with you. Is he really rated? He's rated below that?
Yeah, he is. He's fifth.
Okay.
And the 22nd pick is rated fourth.
I think the best asset they have right now, if you take out Booker and Durant, is the 2031 pick. Your second best asset is Grayson Allen. And then, look, you know who's not on that list is Nurkic.
Nurk, I know.
Nurkic is not on that list as a top 6 commodity in the draft. Now, it's hard to trade him because he's got this year left and next year left. But he had a good year. Like, he didn't have a bad year. Nobody was like, oh, Nurkic is terrible. He was good. He was good for most of the season.
Yeah.
Then he had the holiday where he fasted for a long time, and he came back and it sapped his energy, and he just never got it back.
Here's the problem with this list the way I see it. Okay. I mean, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with the list, but here's where I think it's a little flawed. Number 1, Devin Booker, no. Number 2, Kevin Durant, probably not. Number 3, Nassir Little is your 6th best trade asset. That's not much of an asset, okay? The problem that this list reveals is I think what we've all known to be true all along. The Suns just don't have that many great assets. If you come up with 6 and 3 of the 6 are populated by a guy you would never trade in a million years, a guy you probably shouldn't trade in a million years,
and a guy you
and a guy that you can't trade because no one's really going to want Nassir Little for $6 million unless you
attach something to
you attach something to it. That is the problem with the Phoenix Suns in the 2024 offseason is that they don't have 6 tradable assets. They've got like 3.
Can I give you?
And it's Grayson Allen and it's the 2 draft picks. And other than that, if you want to put Nurk on the list, fine. But I really don't think he's that tradable either because of everything you've just said.
I know we're going to be late for break here, but I'm going to throw something at you.
Okay.
New coach. Why not give Nassir Little an opportunity? Kid's a freaky athlete. He's 24 years old. He's got freaky athleticism at 6'6", and he was once a halfway decent player for Portland. What they value?
One word.
Yeah?
Injuries. Always hurt. Always hurt. And that's always been the knock on him in Portland. Always hurt. Now, I agree with you.
Why not give him a chance?
Well, give him a chance. Well,
He's 24.
I don't think you're going to have much of a choice unless
if you can't trade him.
If you can't trade him.
No, but you're looking to trade him, and you look at like, oh, how do we get? But what if he? I mean,
what if he's the wing you're looking for?
What if he could be the guy you want? He's right. Right here.
He's got athleticism.
Crazy athleticism.
He can shoot. I don't disagree with you. He's just going to be really hard to trust because he's always hurt.
Okay.
All right. You feel better now, though?
It's
a good idea. It's not a bad idea at all.
Thanks for watching Burns and Gambo. Click to see more from the guys and hit the button in the middle to subscribe so you never miss a video from Arizona sports.